Well, Chaya is the most extraordinary 14-year-old girl I think I've ever met. In the middle of the Bondi terror attack, she made a decision that saved lives. Chaya saw a mother had been shot, badly so, and was begging someone to save her children. Well, Chaya, just 14, came out from her hiding spot and shielded 2 little children aged under 5. She was then shot, and yet she still kept protecting them. She's now recovering from her injuries, and she agreed, well, she even wanted to share her story, and I sat down with her this afternoon. Chaya, you just got out of hospital. You've still got the hospital wristband on even. Look, take me back to the Hanukkah festival on Sunday. What were you doing when the firing started?
So me and my friend, Aliyah, we were in the petting zoo, and actually it was 2 minutes before, after I went straight from the petting zoo after I bought this necklace, and we were in the petting zoo and we heard the noises, and I was like, what is that? And she was like, it's probably fireworks. And I was like, but there's no fireworks in the daytime. It seemed a bit strange until we figured it out, because obviously everyone was screaming, get down, you need to get down. So I was like, you know what, this is what we got to do. We got to get down and we have to stay calm, because us freaking out about the situation is not going to make anything better. So I was like, you know what, we have to calm down everyone around us, and we have to make sure that it's we can make the best out of this situation. So I ran under the bench. I was safe under the bench, and my friend Aliyah was under a pram. She found a pram to shelter her, and it was a few minutes of the shooting, and we were all praying and saying Shema, which is one of our prayers that is about unity and about declaring our God as one, and saying how much just expressing the love.
You must have been terrified.
I was, but I channeled that energy into becoming proud. So after a few minutes of the shooting, I looked around, and obviously there was horrible sightings, but so
there was a pause in the shooting.
Yeah, there was a pause, and I looked to my side, and there was an elderly woman and a woman that was around 25, I could say. And when I looked at them, it was obvious. I could see that the elderly woman was shot in the stomach, and the younger one was shot in the head. And
oh my God.
Could see, it was hard, but I could see them bleeding out, and I could see it was very graphic. And I remember hearing them screaming please save my son, please save my son, save the children, save the children. So all that was going through my head was, my mission is to save these children, and this is God testing me.
You had this message telling you, go save those little kids.
Yeah. So.
And how old did you say they were?
They around 3 to 5, I'm not sure. They were little toddlers. So I climbed out from under the bench, and everyone was screaming get down, save yourself, save yourself. I was like, no, God is next to me, God is telling me, God is with me, and I'm doing this. So I climbed out from under the bridge, and there was still shots firing, and I was under the...
So they'd started up again, the bullets?
Yeah, they started again. I was like, I don't care, I'm doing it. Whatever happens is for the good, and if I die saving kids' lives, then that's the best way I would want to die, because that's what God wanted from me.
So take me back to that moment. So you were hiding, there was a break in the shooting, you look up and you see an elderly woman and then a younger woman, both clearly
not in a good state.
Yeah, shot badly, and the younger woman screaming, someone, look, take my kids.
Save my son.
Save my son.
So I climbed under and I grabbed the kids from them, and it was really heartbreaking what I saw. They had their mum. I'm not sure if it was a mum, but I know that it was the son's mum. They were covered in blood, head to toe, of the people that they were with.
The mum, so she was holding them?
So I grabbed them, and I just fully went on top of them. I felt like it was an out-of-body experience. I felt like I was watching a movie, and this was what was happening. So I jumped onto them, and I was like a cave to them. I went on top, and I just laid on top of them.
And the woman who was saying, "Save my son," she was the one who'd been shot in her head? So she'd been shot in her head, she's holding her children, looking for someone to help them.
Because she couldn't physically roll on top of them, like even if she tried, because they were next to her. So when I took them, then I was cleaning their faces and I was telling them that I loved them so much.
And so what happened then?
So I went on them and I felt the impact of the shot and I knew I got shot. And I said, I don't care, I'm protecting them.
Where were you shot?
I was shot on my thigh around here. It's like elevated right now, but it's a pretty big bullet. They said it was like the size of a 20-cent coin and it was like a few centimeters thick. But thank God the surgery went well and I got it out.
You were shot in your leg and you're still lying protecting these two little kids, a 3, 5-year-old. And I mean, you must have been in terrible pain.
In that moment, I channeled the pain into strength. Like, I don't know how I did it. I've never practiced doing that in my entire life, but in that moment.
You're 14, you just finished year 8.
Yeah.
You're incredible.
Thank you.
And so while you're protecting these little kids, you try find your phone to call the police, to call 000.
And it was ringing and ringing and ringing, and finally I get a voice. And they were like, I said, I'm sorry, there's so many people shot, a lot of people, but I didn't want to scare the kids because I know they've obviously already been traumatized. So I was like, you know, you probably understand and I need you to be here. I said, the police, please come. Like, it's like, we need you to step up and support the country because...
Did you say I've been shot?
Yeah, I said, I've been shot. There's a lot of people that have been shot. I see a lot of people that don't look well. I was saying, please come, like, come Bondi Beach. Like, I'm sure you're getting a lot of calls, but you need to be here. Like, you need to support our country and you need to be here. And then I got a voice and it was saying, sorry, we don't have time for you. There's too many people calling right now.
And they hung up?
They hung up. And
so what did you do then? So you tried to call 000. So what was your next move?
I called my dad and he said, I'm coming right now. And he ran to me. And he told me after that when he found me, I had one kid in one arm and another kid in my other arm. And a member of our community, the Sephardi Chabad community of Sydney, he took the kids from me so my dad could start, like, to put pressure on the wound. And I honestly, like, I thought it would just be a hole in my skirt, but when I looked down, I saw, like, the hole went through my skin. Like, I could see everything going on in my leg.
Chaya, you are, I can't believe how courageous and amazing you are. I mean, if you would have stayed in your hiding spot, you never would have got hit, but you came out of your hiding spot, put yourself into the line of fire, literally, to protect someone else's children. Do you know what happened to the mother and the older woman?
We haven't found that out. We've been trying to reach out and find those kids and locate them, but we just...
You'd love to meet them again.
I just felt so connected to them, and that's what the Jewish community is. Like, if someone asked me what was one word to describe the Jewish community, I would say family, because in that moment, it felt like we were all brothers and sisters and we were all in it together. And
so you'd love to find those two little kids again and make sure they're safe.
Yeah.
And to know that their mum is okay.
Yeah. I really want to connect with them.
Yeah. And that if it is the grandmother, we don't know if it's the grandmother or not. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to try reconnect you. And so then you were taken straight to hospital. You've had multiple surgeries.
I had one surgery, and basically what happened is after that, the kids went to the pavilion where a lot of other kids were, and where they went to locate their family. And the Bondi rescue guys came, and there were so many injured and so many wounded and so many casualties that they had not enough stretchers, so they had to put me on a Bondi Rescue Live, a surfboard. And a bunch of men carried me up and they put the blanket over me. And when I was there, I saw so many people. There was like all of the people. It was like my cousin's uncle's friend and my teacher's brother's sister. Like it was like it just felt so real in that moment. Like that was when I got the shock of what actually happened. My dad told me that after the surgery, like I was telling all the surgeons, I love you so much, because in that moment I felt that, you know, God made me be on this earth for a reason, and why not share good? Because
you felt so supported by everyone around you.
Why not be the light in a tunnel of darkness?
Chaya, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Pleasure.
The most incredible 14-year-old girl I've ever met.
Thank
Very
you.
brave.